Hi everybody, we're going to start the second half of science, which was let me remember the title, How Can We Save Resources? So we have already done through page 243. We're going to start on page 244. So I'll give you a second to get to that page as I flip my stuff around and get ready. Here we go. Alright, so we're on this page. It says good as new. Okay, so follow along with me. Have you ever worn a shirt made from plastic bottles? You may have. We can recycle and reuse many old things. Metal from cans may be recycled to make a new baseball bat. A metal can may also be reused as a planter. Paper can be reused and recycled too. So we reuse a lot of things. Now we're going to look. We have 1, 2, and 3. We have milk jugs, the newspaper, and cans that we have to figure out which one we can use to create these things on the other page. So if we have a milk jug and it looks like it's plastic, do you think we're going to make it into a slide, a paper crane, or a bat? A slide. So since a milk jug is number 1, we're going to put a number 1 over here. Then we have the newspaper. Right, it's going to be the paper crayon. And the cans become the bat. Now we're going to solve this little math problem down here. It says 5 plastic bottles make 1 t-shirt. How many shirts do 10 bottles make? Well, if 5 bottles make 1, and we add 5 plus 5, 5 plus 5 equals 10, which would give us 2 shirts. Sorry about that. We had 2 shirts from 10 bottles. Okay. Now, up here, it says draw a picture of land pollution and draw a picture of water pollution. I'm not going to draw a picture, but you draw me a picture of land pollution, something that would pollute the earth, and something that could pollute the water. Okay? Then we're going to draw a line down here to match the words recycle, reduce, reuse. So if we are recycling something, the recycling bin here, it's going to be made into something else. Reduce means to use less of something. So we're going to turn off our lights to reduce the use. Then if we're reusing, it looks like they reused this can to plant some flowers in it. Now, we have a friend, Ben, who's writing to his friend, Ming. And he's telling him about some pollution, how to reduce, reuse, and recycle. We're going to read this little bit of a letter here and fill in the blanks. So it says, Dear Ben, I just joined a club. We blank paper so it can be made into something new. Well, if we're making something new, we are recycling. So we recycle paper so it can be made into new things. We blank cans to make pencil holders. Well, if I'm going to make something over here, it looked like we reused it. So we reuse cans to make pencil holders. It is a good idea to shut off lights when we leave rooms. This helps blank our use of resources. Reduce our uses of resources. So we're reducing how much we're using. Soon we will clean up trash in the park. Blank could harm the living things there. Let's go to the park together. Well, I only have 1 word left, and I can see it's going to be a capital because it's starting a new sentence. But pollution fits right into that sentence. Your friend, Ming. So if you need to pause me to get those couple words written in there, go ahead, and I'll see you on the next page. Now we have a cause and effect. Remember, cause and effect means when something happens, it causes something else to happen. So I blank a bottle as a flower vase. This is making less trash. So am I going to reduce, reuse, recycle? I reuse a bottle as a flower vase. I blank cans. Well, the old cans are used to make new pots. I recycle cans. This way they can be made into something else. And the last one, I turn off the water when I brush my teeth. That means I reduce the amount of water I use. Very good. Now, if you made it all the way with me, Then we are going to do this last STEM page quick. It says changing cars, building a better car. Most cars run on gas. These cars make air pollution. Engineers are making new cars that are better for the air. A hybrid car runs on gas and electricity, so you can see that this car is plugged in. It makes less pollution than a car that runs only on gas. An electric car runs on electricity. It does not make any pollution at all. So these are what most people drive right now, gas cars. These hybrid cars use both gas and electricity. And this little tiny car, this electric car, only gets plugged in, so it doesn't run on gas. It runs on like a big battery. Electric cars run for only a short time. Engineers are working on this problem. So some people think it's not as good because it can't go quite as far. You can't drive as long, but it's much better for the environment and for our air. So there's good things and bad things with them. Now it says you want to take a short car trip. You do not want to make any pollution. Which car would you choose to take your trip? Why? Well, a short car trip, no pollution. Don't want to make any pollution. Well, if I'm looking back to that other page, this has pollution. This has pollution. This has no pollution at all. An electric car makes no pollution. So I know I'm going to use an electric car. Now, if I'm going to make my complete sentence, I would use an electric car because they don't create any pollution. They don't create any pollution. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed this little lesson. I always like this one because it's interesting to hear about other kinds of cars that we're creating. And here is your secret word, crayon, C-R-A-Y-O-N, crayon. Don't forget to write it on the top of your homework when Mom or Dad sends it to me, and I will see you guys later. Bye.